All right, we have Jamaica Swain. We have the audience right here. 2, 3, 4. All right, go ahead, Jamaica.
Hello, guys. How are you all doing today?
I'm good. Yourself?
All right.
Thank you for asking. Hope you all are doing well. Well, let's start off with, when you think of the phrase American dream, what do you envision? Rhetorical question. The land of the free, having a beautiful family and marriage, maybe even owning a home. What style of house do you favor the most? Any house enthusiasts in the house? Yes?
I want a ranch style house.
Nice choice. Nice and simple. Okay. Maybe you might be up for a Cape Cod style house. Nice and simple for a small family of 2 or 3. Cape Cod. And this is more so an industrial law type house, more so for journalists. Well, I shouldn't generalize, but yeah. Or maybe even a beautiful Victorian style house, maybe built in the 1800s or early 1900s. Or even just keep it simple with a modern ranch style house. Nice. Anyways, the options are limitless. It all comes down to your creativity. Did you know that 85% of Americans are home buyers? Well, homeowners, I should say. That's more than half. And this is according to New York Times Magazine. But the question is homeownership as peachy as the vision you have for yourself? Homeownership is a fantastic accomplishment. Don't get me wrong. But many Americans aspire to be homeowners, but they're not even aware of the disadvantages that it has. So, our first point in this presentation is borrowing large amounts of loans just to pay for a home. And it's no problem if you borrow a loan to pay for a home if it's in your price range. But what we're starting to see is people exceeding their price range and going to wanting to have a larger home that doesn't necessarily fit with how much they make. And it usually takes about 15 to 30 years to pay off a loan, a mortgage loan. The average is 25%. But a negative effect of owning a home is loans, of course, so that means you are in debt. So owning a home drives up your debt to income ratio, which can make it more difficult to get other things off credit, saying so you want to buy a new car, or maybe even refinance or renovate your house. And also, these lengthy mortgages that we see can also tie you down to your house in some situations. Say you have a job opportunity in another state and you really can't get your house to sell, then you're pretty much stuck unless you rent it out, which is not always guaranteed in these upper suburbs communities because most people want to be homeowners instead of renters. So it kind of limits your mobility in some situations because homes don't sell fast in certain economies, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Another thing that is a disadvantage to homeownership is the repairs and upgrades that you have to do yourself, or at least hiring a contracting company to come do it for you. When you're a homeowner, you must be good with your finances because you have to constantly save for unexpected things because they will happen. So are you good with DIYs? Chances are, if you think you are, then you aren't. So, home repairs can be very costly. According to HouseLogic.com, they declare that home repairs can range from $371 to $1,319 yearly. So that means you have to be saving about $103 a month just to cover the cost of unexpected expenses. And this is not including troubles that you find with roofing or foundation, because those can be way more expensive. And as you can see, these are some of the DIY nightmares that can happen. A toilet right in front of the shower. It doesn't seem effective. A driveway with stairs, how could the car get up? Yikes, divorce. Okay, so with home ownership, of course, you know, money brings stress, and stress in couples can be a little rocky at times. So with dealing with mortgages, taxes, interest rates, maybe even equity, this can put a lot of stress on a relationship or a marriage. According to Dr. William H. Doherty, a leading cause for divorce in America is because of financial stress. And this can mostly lead to a spouse getting laid off, or a death in the family, or one spouse being so dependent on another spouse. An issue that sometimes happens is when equity in people's homes drop. Equity is pretty much the value or worth of your home, and when it drops, it basically means that you owe more in your home than it's actually worth. Okay, owe more in your home than it's actually worth. And this can be kind of tricky because the real estate market tends to fluctuate. So you can never know. So if you want to retire and the equity is really low, then you probably have to wait it out a couple more years. All in all, everyone wants to own property. Everyone wants to leave their mark on this planet in some sort of way, form, or fashion, if that's owning a piece of land that has their name on it. But home ownership can lead to serious debt if a person takes the responsibility too lightly. Any questions? Thank you guys for listening.
All right, where are we at on time?
Yeah.
6 minutes and 48 seconds. Thank you.